What's going on, everyone? It's Jacqueline here from Nothing But Tech. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're talking about the latest iPad. So this came out, the iPad mini, not that long ago actually. Apple just announced it. I ordered one. I finally got my hands on it. It's gonna be a busy week of videos, so get ready for that. Hopefully I have a lot of content coming out. But I just want to kind of do an unboxing and first look. The iPad mini is this product that you either love or you just think it's useless. I'm in the camp of people that really likes it. I think it's like a great size, and I know a lot of people that use it as like a secondary device when they just don't want to be looking at like a teeny screen on their phone. So I'm excited for it, and it definitely needed the upgrade, so we got a spec upgrade, and it also will work with first gen Apple Pencil. I'll talk more about that as we open this up, but I'm excited to take a look at it. So typical Apple product packaging, always the best. Don't even need a knife here, which is good because I think last time I did a knife unboxing, I literally almost stabbed myself. So that's good there. So we'll just peel this. Boxings are like the best part of the job. All right. Okay, so we have the new Frost plastic. Wow, this is actually so light. I kind of expected it to be a little bit heavier than it is, but we have the new frosted plastic, so we're gonna peel that off. Before we do that though, some accessories. So we have the lightning cable. So the iPad mini is still using lightning. A lot of people will want a USB Type-C. That is not here, unfortunately. But if you're someone that uses an iPhone and an iPad mini, it will be the same cable. So that's a pro, but we would kind of like to see a move to USB Type-C, especially with the new iPad Pro. A lot of the iPad Pro stuff is just not here. Like the design didn't transfer over. This is kind of like a very comfortable upgrade. It's like Apple knew that people like the iPad mini, but they didn't want to radically redo anything. So they just gave us it again with a couple new features. It's a very safe upgrade, but it's also one that previous iPad mini owners will be able to just seamlessly move into. A little pamphlet, of course. This is just your typical stuff, iPad mini, probably some Apple stickers in here as well. The amount of Apple stickers I have now is kind of absurd. Yeah, we have 2 of them. Not any specific color, just the standard white ones. Best. All right, so this is it. This is in the space gray color, and it actually looks like a really deep, like dark space gray. They use the name space gray for like everything, but it's all different tones. But you can see when we look around here, we still have the headphone jack. That's a Pro. The new iPad Pro does not have that. But I don't feel like this device is actually in competition with the iPad Pro. This device very much feels like, to me, someone that likes a companion device with a little bit of a bigger screen and not necessarily like a computer. Although I do know that some students use an iPad mini as a computer, and with the new functionality with the Apple Pencil, it could be a good device for taking notes, and it's so light that it will seamlessly fit into the bag. We have our lightning port at the bottom. On the screen, we have some pretty thick bezels, but you have Touch ID because of those thick bezels. A lot of people love Touch ID, so it's back again. And those thick bezels make this iPad pretty comfortable to hold when you're gaming or something. You can kind of just keep it in your hand and be good with that. Power button at the top. Just hold that down to turn it on. And there it is. So something that I want to quickly mention is that a lot of people are saying that this screen at like 7.5 inches, I believe, is just not big enough, right? Like their phone is 6 inches now, or 5.8 inches, and that just doesn't seem like a big screen. But people are forgetting that it's also width. So sure, the iPhone XS is 5.8 inches, but this is so much bigger because it has an aspect ratio of 4:3, so it gives a much different appearance. Content's a lot easier to watch on it. For a quick size comparison, I'll get the iPhone out. So when you're looking right here, you can see that it's obviously a very big difference. And it's actually really cool, so I got a notification on this phone to set up the iPad, but the screen difference is pretty substantial, and this will kind of be a lot better for media consumption and reading and stuff like that. So right now I'm getting prompted to hold it up to my phone, and then it's just gonna set up the iPad from my phone. It's kind of like setting up an Apple Watch. They do it with a lot of the products now, and it's really nice. So now I'm just gonna enter in the passcode on my phone, and then we'll be good to set it up. All right, so iPad is set up. That was an extremely easy setup. And it looks pretty nice. It has the new A12 Bionic chip, which means it's extremely fast. And it supports, as I've already said a couple times now, the Apple Pencil. It's unfortunately Generation 1 though, because this doesn't have anywhere to like wirelessly charge Apple Pencil 2, and it also is using Lightning. So it's Apple Pencil 1 with that bizarre plug into the iPad kind of design, but it will get the job done. And then in terms of regular stuff in here, so the main things I'm gonna be using this device for, and the main things I would advocate you to use it for, and what I would recommend, like if you're considering it, is not for a large screen or computer replacement. That's gonna be more so the iPad Pro, if that. But with this, it's kind of a media consumption device, so you can watch YouTube videos on here, read a book. This is an MKBHD video, but it looks pretty good. And the colors are also really vibrant here, and the resolution is really good, so it's a solid product. In terms of other things that you should know about it, there's honestly no major upgrades. You're still getting a pretty good camera, and it's on an iPad, so that's fine. This is like the least interesting background of all time, but it looks fine. What I would actually like to use this more for is like a viewfinder. I think that would be really cool if they added that feature. But I'm kind of just in love with the form factor of it, and it is a big upgrade over the iPhone. I know a lot of people are complaining about how big the bezels are. It would have been great to see an iPad Pro design, but the iPad Pro design has a learning curve that the iPad mini just doesn't. And if this is appealing to people that already like the iPad mini or already had the iPad mini, because you're probably not going to get a lot of new buyers in 2019, it's good to keep a design that they already understand, and a home button. And since a lot of older people also use the iPad mini, it's a pretty simple and intuitive design, and it has a lot of the touch gestures that the new phones have, so you can still like use that if you're used to an iPhone or the iPad Pro. But this is definitely a more so media consumption device than it is a laptop replacement. You could use like a keyboard with it, but the screen really isn't big enough to do anything substantial like that on it. I'm glad I got a spec upgrade. I'm gonna be using it on like flights especially. It's kind of a great size, and it doesn't take up too much room in the bag. I like this space gray color. It's a little darker than I was expecting, and it's also a really light iPad. So I'm excited with it. If you like this video, be sure to smash that like button. Let me know you enjoyed it. Let me know if you're a fan of the iPad mini, or if you're just like, what's going on here? Why is this even a thing? Let me know about that. I'm also gonna have coverage on the AirPods 2 and a YouTube play button video. They might already be up. If not, they're coming soon. So be sure to subscribe if you wanna see that. Smash the like button. Subscribe right here. Check out another video right here. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.